As you already know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had visited to the Russia, and this visit was special because he visited for the first time after Russia-Ukraine conflict, and he had also received the highest civilian award from the Russia. After that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited to Austria, and this visit was very much special because any Prime Minister of India had visited the Austria after 40 years. Hello and welcome to the InNews series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about Prime Minister Narendra Modi historic visit to Austria, and this session is important for your GS 2 perspective. Moving towards the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news. Then we are going to discuss what can we expect from this particular trip. After that, we are going to discuss India-Austria relations. And then we are going to discuss trade and cultural ties between two countries. And after that, we are going to discuss practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. Moving towards the news part. So I had already told you that after 40 years, any Prime Minister of India had visited to Austria. And that's why this particular visit had become historic. Though we were in a diplomatic relation and we are still in a diplomatic relation from past 75 years, but no Prime Minister had visited Austria in last 40 years. So last visit by the Indira Gandhi in 1983. So that's why this visit has become historic and we're expecting that stronger ties between India and Austria. So moving towards the next slide. Next slide is about what can we expect from this trip. So first of all, we'll know that what Australia famous for and why it is have a discussion on India-Austria relation, because many times we discuss about India, China, India, Pakistan, India, Russia, India, America, India, UK. But it's also very important to discuss Central European countries because their ties also plays a significant role in the India's trade and economy. So Austria is a key country to Central Europe and it provides great opportunity such as the infrastructure, renewable energy, high technology, startups and media and entertainments. And it is also important because it has an important headquarters for various organizations. As you already know that International Atomic Energy Agency, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime and Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. So that's why it became significantly for India and for other country also. First of all, because of its location, and second, it provides lots of opportunity in terms of entertainment, environment, and also it is geographically important because it consists various headquarters. So now we have another one, that what are the trade and cultural ties between India and Austria for now. So we'll discuss about the present trade and cultural ties. So bilateral trade between India and Austria stood by $2.93 billion in 2023. This is the latest data we have. And India exports, what India exports? Electronic, textiles, apparel, footwear, chemicals to Austria. And also Austria sends machinery, automotive parts and chemicals to India. So what we have seen that there are bilateral relation between these two countries, and recently the foreign minister had also signed 5 bilateral ties between these two countries. So that's why there is an exchange of knowledge, exchange of material, exchange of goods between these two countries. Coming to the cultural exchange of India and Austria, so the cultural exchange dates back to the 16th century, and in colonial period in 20th century we had also seen the Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore had visited the Austria twice. So that also marks a significant cultural exchange between these two countries. So these are the cultural exchanges we have. Now we coming to the diaspora thing, that do we have Indian diaspora in Austria? Then yes, we do have Indian diaspora in Austria, and that are also in a huge number. So when we'll talk about, according to Ministry of External Affairs, this is data has been given that around 31,000 Indians are living in Austria, and majorly from the Kerala and Punjab of India. And Austria is also renowned for its culture, its what you can say beautiful environment, so much of rich heritage. So that's why it becomes important for tourist perspective also. And when we talk about the Indian diaspora, they are also studying there. Around 500 individuals are studying in higher education, and also they are so much active in various arena, the professional arena such as healthcare sector, multilateral UN bodies, businessmen and self-employed individuals. So they're working primarily in these sectors. So what it shows that India and Austria share good relation in terms of the trade, in terms of the culture, in terms of the education, in terms of the diaspora. So that's why India-Austria relation is very much important to discuss from IR perspective. Now we come to the question part. The question is related to the Austria location. Which river flows through the capital city of Austria, Vienna? And your options are Rhine, Elbe, Danube, Siene. So you have to answer this into the comment section, and you have to also analyze this topic from mains perspective, that how we can improve our relation when it comes to the Central European countries. Why only few countries are highlighted when it comes to the European countries? We have to take care of each European countries, and we share a separate ties with each country. So when it comes to discussion, when it comes to given a special focus, then we need to discuss all these countries are ties, and we need to acknowledge that. And this after 40 years any PM is visiting, this is itself a historic visit, because it will re-strengthen the India-Austria ties and also India's ties with the Central European countries. So that's it for today's session. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.